Hello and welcome back to a new video. Today we will explore developing metalinguistic awareness in early childhood through plurilingualism. In this video, we will look at what plurilingual awareness is, why it is important in early childhood, and how using multiple languages can help children develop this skill in fun and meaningful ways. Let's start by revisiting metalinguistic awareness definition. Metalinguistic awareness is the ability to think about language as a system instead of just using it automatically. It means noticing things like sounds, word formation, sentence structure, meaning, and context. For example, a child with metalinguistic awareness might notice that the word dogs is made by adding an S to dog, or that I am eating has a different structure than je mange in French. Developing this awareness allows learners to compare languages consciously and understand how meaning is created. Let's focus on early childhood. This is a crucial period because children are naturally curious about language. They are highly receptive, flexible, and open to noticing differences and similarities between languages. By encountering metalinguistic awareness early, we also support cognitive development, literacy skills, and later language learning. Think about it like planting seeds. The earlier you start, the stronger the roots grow. So, what role does plurilingualism play in all this? Exposing children to multiple languages is like giving them several tools to explore language. When they hear different sounds, words, and grammar rules, they naturally start comparing and reflecting on language and languages. For instance, a child might notice that in English we say I like apples, but in Italian it is mi piacciono le mele. Observing these differences strengthen awareness at the phonological, morphological, syntactic, and semantic levels. Let's now have a look at few activities we can plan to develop metalinguistic awareness starting from early childhood. One of the simplest ways is to start by comparing vocabulary across languages. You can choose a theme like food, animals, or school objects and explore words in different languages. Ask the children to listen to the sound, spot similarities, and notice differences. They might seem the same word share a root or that sound change in predictable ways. You can also turn into a matching game. Children pair words with pictures or with the equivalents in another language. This not only makes it fun, but also strengthens phonological awareness, word recognition, and memory. Once children are comfortable with words, the next step is looking at sentence structure. For instance, compare how English and German order words. This is because the two languages share the same roots. For example, let them notice that in German the verb can move depending on the sentence type, and in French the adjective often comes after the noun, unlike English. Activity could include, for example, a sentence rearrangement game, so mixing up words and letting children put them together in the correct order. You can also explore writing systems. For example, Arabic goes right to left, while English goes left to right. Comparing these gives children a deeper understanding of language as a structured system, not just as a collection of words. The most advanced activity is indoor comprehension, where children read or listen to a language they don't fully know but can partially understand thanks to similarities with languages they already know. For example, English speakers might read a simple German or Dutch text, and French speakers might explore Spanish or Portuguese sentences. In these kind of activities, children can guess the meaning of unfamiliar words, compare sentences, structures to their own languages, and discuss context elements to understand the story or the message. This activity engages all levels of metalinguistic awareness, from sound and vocabulary to grammar and meaning. It encourages children to think critically, make predictions, and notice patterns across languages. Start with short texts or familiar topics like animals, food, daily routine, and gradually increase complexities as children become more confident within the activities. To conclude, developing metalinguistic awareness from early childhood through plurilingualism has long-term benefits, starting with simple vocabulary comparison, moving to syntactic differences, and finally into comprehension tasks allow learners to build awareness step by step. Plurilingualism here becomes more than just a communicative skill, it becomes rather a powerful educational tool that supports cognitive development and lifelong language learning. Thank you very much for having watched this video and see you in the next one.